Heino Beckman came to St. Thomas as Associate Professor of Business Administration. He's been teaching business ever since. An excellent academic reputation brought Heino to St. Thomas. Today, he says he stands in awe of its visionary leadership, focused on education of young people for their contribution to a better world. You might say Lori Dienst has been in control from the start. She's worked in the controller's office since arriving 25 years ago, starting out as accounting technician, then working her way up to senior accountant. Her favorite memory is living in Dowling Hall for 6 weeks until she found an apartment in the neighborhood. After 10 years in Iowa, Ann Hamill moved back to St. Paul after landing a job in purchasing and accounts payable. She's now administrative assistant to the dean of the Opus College of Business. Ann says St. Thomas has been a wonderful home for her, and she's really loved playing in the UST Women's Summer Softball League. Linda Hartung has always worked in the admissions office. She currently counsels prospective transfer students and their families, and says, despite more automation in admissions today, she is proud of the personal attention given to each student. She also feels privileged and blessed to work with the amazing people at St. Thomas. A desire to work with students brought Sister Sharon Howell to St. Thomas. Her first job was assistant to the Vice President of Student Affairs, and today she is the Assistant Dean of Students. Sister Sharon's favorite memory? The first time she saw the Christmas manger scene and the quad all lit up for Lent in 1986. Leif Johnson came to St. Thomas after responding to a newspaper ad for a project manager with the MBA program. 25 years later, he's a business analyst for IRT's Web and Media Services team. Leif says the most significant change he's seen is the impact handheld technology has had on the various social media applications of today's students. In 1986, Karen Lang came on board as a coordinator in the Residence Life office. Within 15 years, she worked her way to the top, becoming Dean of Students. Karen remembers having tears in her eyes the first time new students marched through the arches, and feels St. Thomas is fortunate to have such wonderful people in the community. Amazing, wonderful people is what Jean Parsons has always loved about St. Thomas. She's worked all 25 years as a registration coordinator in graduate education. The tuition benefit was one reason Jean came to UST, and in May of 1995, it became a real family affair. She and her son both received BA degrees from St. Thomas, while her daughter got her degree just down the street at St. Kate's. Most of Patty Peterson's work life at St. Thomas has been in university relations. She started as a secretary in the alumni office. Today, she's the magazine's editor. The most significant change to her has been the establishment of the Lou Ann Dummer Center for Women. She calls UST a great place to work, and says whenever she tells people where she works, she sees the jealousy in their eyes. Kathy Sorrell was a floating temp at St. Thomas when she landed her first full-time job as secretary in the MBC program. Currently, she's an administrative assistant in the Schultz School of Entrepreneurship. Her favorite memory? Having 4 of her sisters work here at the same time, and the daily lunches, chats, and games of 500 they shared. Congratulations, and thanks to all of our quarter-century club inductees.